let me tell you something. In Europe, one of the biggest problems that we have is two illiterates getting married. You no go school as a man. You go marry a woman when you no go school. Or you be woman, you no go school. You go marry a man will be dunko when you no go school. And disaster. That's one of the major problems we have in Europe today. They think anyhow, they talk anyhow, they reason anyhow. Two illiterates getting married, go and check now. Which is wrong with the children. I even know some family, husband and wife want to do something will be secret. The one cut up party, anywhere write this letter, because you know why they not go. You did Europe for so long, you don't acquire small knowledge. You know, there's online course, there's different kind of things that you can do to acquire the basic. I'm talking of stark illiterate, not in full Europe. I'm not talking about maybe America or the UK, no. I'm talking about maybe Spain, Italy, France, Germany, so as the case may be. 85-90% of people living in this country are stark illiterate. They're from village, come abroad. So they confuse themselves. And now you see many problems there. They don't understand where education is not scam. Now I know it's like the Europe. Illiterate, they think go back. They pray, they work. They destroy family. They destroy friends. They destroy illiterate. They're not exposed now. See what? I tell you the truth now.
Mallet Art and Inspiration says, let me tell you something. Say this Europe, it is stark illiterates that are there. That there are some people, husband and wife. As a wife, you go marry illiterate. As a husband, you go marry illiterate. That illiterates that they don't have thinking. And it's the truth. The way some people think, you'll be like, did they go to school at all? You say for Europe here, for Italy, Spain, France, it is people that are from the village that do not know anything. That are traveling down there, they just come from their village and they're not even trying to learn or do online courses to at least better themselves. They are just there, stark illiterates. The way they think, they just reason backward. And the education is not a scam, and it's the truth. You might think, oh, you have a handwork, you don't need to go to school. Education plays an important role. It changes your mindset. It changes the way that you think. There's some people, when they talk, you'll be like, this one a human being like this. And education, it plays a major part in it. You say most people for Europe, now stark illiterate, now plenty for them. And they are not learning, they are not willing to learn. Paul D. Abu says most of them are from Edo State, Nigeria. South says, especially Ishan woman, Ashawo and husband, powder seller. Say both husband and wife, then they do anything, they are not educated. They're just there, stark illiterates. Each brain says, Benin to be precise, husband caught, wife ashawo, no be smart, Success Baby says, especially Asian people fighting all Europe, from Kano to Libya, straight to Italy, Now wow, Alex Kine says, you find them especially in Italy. Some people are just there, they are too local. Nikki says, na Edo people, It is well, BU says, those people are very hard to deal with. And they are very superstitious. Hey, Papa, this is a good example is Papa anointed and Mama anointed. Who will Papa anointed and Mama anointed? Wow, I be like bicycle. Hey, Kosovo says, as we speak now, they are all gathered in TikTok, cursing out themselves. Esther Akinbabola says, that is one big problem I have living in this Europe. When you set your standard, they see you as a bad person. And one factor affecting my marital status, I can't relate anything with a tawat. Get me right, some people have no education but morally intellectual, of course. But there are not many here. I can't stand a tawat, either a man or a woman. The same way we have some people that are educated, and when they talk, their way of reasoning, it doesn't align like a normal human being. Of course, there are people that are not educated, but they are morally intellectual. But it is not plenty. You can't find them plenty. Not to not have in a family a stark illiterate. How will they train their children for it, like the man said? And that's why we have so many backward thinking people in our country. So many backward thinking people, the way they think, it is well. Mommy JD says, bros, you are right. Very difficult people to deal with. It is well. Joshua says, some of them are understanding, are like what's an opposite. No be smart. Martins Richie says, I dey sabi on live video for TikTok if then they eat or cook. And sabi one thing that they call saga. School no be scam, I swear. School no be scam, Glenn says, bro, you are quite correct. Hey, Olawale says, when two Benin people marry, voila. Working on Sunshine says, that's the reason I'm single. One day, one other person came and said, Edo people, they are disgracing them online. Why always Edo people? Even in that person, I think the person says in America, the Edo people, they are always doing somehow. I've forgotten the context, but it was Edo people too. Say why are they always disgracing themselves on social media, blah blah blah, and all of that. The Edo people should stop doing that. And now it is still Edo people that are marrying themselves as stark Illetrates and creating a nuisance in Italy, in Europe countries as well. It is well. Working on social, I said that's the reason I'm still single. No be small thing. Prince Jeff say if you really want to see them, just enter TikTok and see them talking anyhow. No be small thing. Ombucha says, I swear it's really crazy and they are all from a certain state. They don't talk saying I do. Happy Viv says, now wahala promise when arguments comes, they know they ever accept. Leonard says, but when it comes to money issue, you can never cheat on them. They sabi count money now. Mommy AB says, you are right, my brother. They are very hard to deal with. Courageous says, big problem, nobody can correct each other, and it's hard. They listen to people just because of that money wey dey their accounts. Now wow. Precious Alfred says, I'm just laughing because you just spoke the bitter truth. Ocean says, you are, bro, but this your laughing is not genuine. Victoria Ifeanyi says, some of them, when they come to Europe, they have the opportunity to study, but they will refuse. And it's not nice. At least you study small, The Bible even says study to show thyself approved. How can you not know anything? And then you got opportunity to travel to a country where you can learn, to a country where you have opportunity, and you don't use that opportunity very well. How for them? Choice for Life says, brother, Jehovah God go continue to bless you and your family. Amen. If I tell them, say make them learn small, they insult me. Tell me, say me where I go school, waiting I don't achieve, or where I dey work, and that's a bad mentality. Some people are like that. They'll say, oh, you don't need to go to school. The country, now you just need to learn handwork. And yes, you can learn handwork and everything, but you still need a little bit of schooling. If not, all your waiting you learn, they cheat you now. School exposes you. Tizu Abasco says, shame they far from them, especially on TikTok. I don't know, my own TikTok, I know it's to follow anybody anyhow, so I don't see all those kind of things. Sonia says, you are very correct, sir. They are the noise makers we have on this app. Amira says, the problem is most of them are not ready to learn, neither improve, and that's the problem. You don't know. You don't know that you don't know, and you don't want to learn. It is well, Lois Marge says, the worst part of it is them disturbing their literate friend every second. That means this one has one. Steven says, education is the way of life, Miss Uchi says, very correct, I don't laugh tire. Rosemary said, 100% right. I know many families like that. The worst part, they'll be thinking they know it all. They will never learn nor take correction. And it's bad. It's bad. Benedicta says, you when go, I hope you are now a professor. Where are now? Now one of the people where they talk about that. See, you cannot even construct a good sentence. For you, Everin says, it's very bad and very uncomfortable. I schooled for 5 years in Italy, and I got my Italian driving license without stepping my foot in the scuola guida. Education is so important, especially when you are intelligent. Yes, so very, very important. Betty Bear says, now true, you know if you talk with them and they know they learn and know they bother to care for anything. You know be small thing. At Ohita Abiodun says, you are right, sir. Mercy Law says, very true, they don't know how to help their children regarding career choices. Sometimes I feel for the children. It is well. Sunshine says, a pan a big disaster. Godson says, this is where we find ourselves. May God help us. Amen. My people, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.